The Phantom of the Opera, Chapter 2. During the day, the show was closed. I talked with the other freaks. I ate with them, but I always wore my mask. "What is your name?" the fortune teller asked me one day. "I have no name," I told her. "You must have a name," she said kindly. "Come, we will find out what it is." She sat down at a table opposite me. She waved her hands over a crystal ball. "Your name is here," she said. "It is Eric." Eric. I liked the sound of it. I liked having a name. And even better, I liked having a friend. The fortune teller taught me more than my name. She taught me how to do tricks with cards and coins. Soon I was better than she was. The fortune teller's husband was an escape artist called the Rubber Man. He could tie his arms and legs into knots. He could curl into a tiny ball. In his act, a man tied him with ropes. Another man locked him in chains, but the Rubber Man always escaped. He showed me how to do it too. I was not unhappy. No, by day I learned tricks. I wanted to learn everything. I learned more than any boy in school. By night, I scared people. I began to like my power to frighten. Yet at times I was lonely. The fortune teller loved the Rubber Man, and he loved her. But no one loved Eric. No one. At those times, I would go off alone and sing to myself. My beautiful voice gave me peace. One day a man from a bigger fair promised me more money, so I went with him. At the new fair, I had a new name, Eric the Living Skeleton. People paid high prices to see my skull face. And I had a new friend, the magician. He taught me how to make things disappear and how to bring them back again. I helped him build his trapdoors. My favorite act at the new fair was Madame Delia and her talking doll. Madame Delia wore a hat with purple feathers. She held a big doll on her lap. When she spoke to it, the doll answered. It could really talk. "Madame Delia," I said to her one day, "how do you make your doll talk?" "What a thing to ask, Eric," she said. "I never tell my secrets to anyone." But I kept asking and asking. At last, Madame Delia gave in. She showed me how she used her own voice to make the doll talk. She taught me how to throw my voice too. Such fun! Soon, my voice could go anywhere. Dogs seemed to sing. Men seemed to bark. I was a true ventriloquist. Before long, I was better than Madame Delia. How Madame Delia wished she had not shown me her magic. She whispered against me. She told the other fair people that I would steal their tricks. She was right. Soon I had no friends. I felt confused. Was learning the same as stealing? Then I would steal. In the dark of night, I left that fair. There were other fairs. I could always get a job. I traveled from fair to fair, stealing tricks from everyone I met. I was not just Eric the Living Skeleton. I had a magic act. I made things disappear. I made women sing in donkey voices. I was an escape artist too. No longer a shy boy, I felt sure of myself. I grew famous in my way, the star of the freak show. A fair would have a big sign for me. People from faraway lands stopped at the fairs. Their eyes grew wide at what they saw me do, and so my fame spread across the world. One night, a man called the Persian spoke to me after the show. "We have heard of you in faraway Persia," he said. "The Shah has sent me to find you. He invites you to stay in his palace. You will live like a king." Me? Eric? Live like a king? Why not?